What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. Getting the Traeger ready for another video today. On the menu is lamb ribs. We've got 2 8-bone racks of lamb ribs, and we are going to cook them 2 different ways. We're going to keep one rack whole, smoke it, and sear it in the end. The second one, we're going to grill. We're going to create individual chops out of them and see how they come out. For the most part, we're going to season them and treat them the same way, except for the cook. If this is your first time checking out our channel, we appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. We think you're going to enjoy what you see. Don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. For the usual fans, thank you for coming back. You know what you're going to get with Mom and Papa Joe's. We're going to give you the good stuff. Let's get going. So here are 2 racks of lamb ribs. I mean, they're beautiful. I see some nice marbling. Don't know how well you're able to see, but some nice marbling in there. There isn't a whole lot of meat. Not a whole lot needs to be done in terms of trimming. What I am going to do is to thin out this fat over the chops. Thin that out. Thin this out some. This is going to be a little thicker because there isn't much meat under there. These bones have been Frenched pretty clean, nice, so I won't have to do much work here. The butcher did a great job. Alright, and this should just about do it, man. So we cleaned up, exposed some meat. Got a nice little layer of fat over that silver skin, so I'm absolutely going to leave that one. And we're good to go. So right now we're going to create a bit of a marinade that we're going to allow this lamb to sit in this marinade for about 2 hours, at least 2 hours. Simple marinade. We've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of mint leaves, and 1 teaspoon of parsley, all chopped fine into the pool. I'm gonna get fancy on you. Some fresh cracked black pepper, fresh grind salt, quick stir. And we're going to come back and we're going to brush this onto our lamb. You notice we didn't do anything to the backside of these racks. We're not worried about that little thin membrane. Nice brushing. One thing about this marinade is once I get ready to season these ribs in a couple of hours, I'm going to dry them off. I do not want the herbs and anything else on there. This smells really good. Guys, Papa Joe just about screwed up. I marinated both racks the same way instead of creating the chops like I said in the intro. So I'll come back and get that done. I'm actually going to double these up. So I'm doing a double cut to create 4 individual chops. Come back now. I think I got enough marinade left over to go ahead and hit these sides. Alright, we're good to go. So now back in the fridge they go. Alright, we're going to make a chimichurri for these lamb ribs. We're going to start with 2 cups of parsley. I measured these, I didn't press them down or anything, so this is 2 cups of parsley. To this 2 cups of parsley, 1 tablespoon of mint leaves. Chopped up. 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. 1 teaspoon of oregano flakes. And 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Into the pool. Nice bit of Himalayan sea salt. My fancy grinder wasn't getting the job done. All right. Some crushed red pepper. Correction, some crushed black pepper. 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar of your choice. I'm not too particular about any one brand. I just buy what the heck I find when I go to the store. 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar. 2/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. And based on how much parsley you've got in there, you will adjust this vinegar and this oil to get the right consistency that you're looking for. So you will give this a couple of hours, come back, taste, and see if you need to add a little more oil or a little more vinegar, and let this sit. The longer this sits, the better it gets. All right, it's been 2.5 hours. Our racks have been out the fridge for about an hour, coming to room temperature. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go dry these off at the sink with some paper towels, and I'll be right back. So what I'm gonna do now, simple duck fat. You could use olive oil, but I am gonna try duck fat and give these a nice liberal brushing. It's gonna serve as a binder as well as to enhance flavor. I'm gonna be using one of my buddies, Bill Powell, Texas Select. One of my favorite rubs for anything out of the ordinary. Wild game, you name it, I love it. I love it on lamb. It has got some large granules, man, of everything under the sun. It really works well. Well balanced in terms of salt content. So I'm gonna go fairly heavy. What I'm looking to do is to create a nice bark on these this lamb rib. A nice healthy bark. So I'm not afraid to really put it on there nice and thick. We're gonna give these a couple of minutes to sweat in, get nice and tacky, and we're gonna get these pits cranked up. All right, I've got the Smokinator loaded with 14 briquettes. And man, I'm using my newfound favorite briquette, the garlic onion. The aromas when this is lit is just amazing. We'll give this a couple of 5-10 minutes to get going well. All right, so today we're cooking on the Timberline 850. Our ribs have got a good sweat going. We're cooking with hickory pellets. Just gonna drop these on here. We're pushing 225. I've got it on super smoke. We're gonna be looking at this again in about an hour or so, probably 45 minutes. And it may take us about an hour to an hour 10. Our Weber is ready to rock. We're gonna put these so that they're not facing the fire, so to speak. Let's get our cover on. And we want the vent over the meat to draw the smoke and heat over. And this will also run about the same time as the Traeger. We're gonna be looking at these in 45 minutes. Here we are at 45 minutes. Let's give these a quick temperature probe. And I can quickly see that we are running hot. They're pushing 118, 122. We've overshot our mark. We're gonna have to get these off as quickly as possible. That was only 14 briquettes, and they climbed and reached temperature and beyond so quickly. I wonder if something is wrong with my thermometer. We're at 46 minutes here. Let's see, dead center. Man, we've also overshot here. We're pushing 118 right here. So again, these are gonna come off and we're gonna get this pit going. All right, folks, we have got a hot fire. And because I let these get away from me, man, I'm gonna have to be very careful with how long I allow these to go in terms of trying to get the color I wanted, that crust. It will not take long. I barely got 8 to 10 degrees to play with. I wanted that 130 finish, but by the time I checked them at 45 minutes, I was pushing 121, 122. So I do not have room to play. Don't be afraid of the flames, folks. Don't be afraid of the flames. They're hot. One more. Still got a couple more to play with. All right, let's go. Again, will not take long. Don't let the flame scare you. All right, folks, so we've had about 15 minutes to rest. Let's cut into these things and see how messed up we have done. That crust is absolutely amazing, and the smell. Oh man, that is beautiful. That rustic rub really creates a nice crust. Let's give this some slicing. Oh, nah. I think we hit our mark. Got play through. There we go. No, this color is absolutely beautiful, man. With these bones, you've got to cut around because they interlock, they interweave. Now that is absolutely beautiful. Look at that color. Look at that color. Oh, I love that. Nice and cutting bone. That is perfect. Oh yeah. Look at those juices. That is beautiful. What do you think, Mama? Oh my goodness, man. Oh yeah. Guys, give us a second. And I know you want to see what one of these look like. Let's see if we what we did here. Oh yeah. We hit it. We absolutely hit it. That is beautiful. That's that nice medium rare, man. That nice medium rare from tip to stern, from top to bottom. Beautiful. Guys, I absolutely love the way this came out, man. So tender. It's one of those things, you know, when you're cooking, things don't always go the way you expect them to. But the great thing is being able to adjust on the fly. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's absolutely delicious. Perfect medium rare, man, nice and red. So tender, easy bite. That Texas Select rustic rub. Hit up my boy Bill Powell, Texas Select, for that rub. It is absolutely perfect on lamb. Mom and I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us once again. If this is your first time, I know you want to hit that subscribe button now. Tell a friend, ring that bell, and make sure you get notified of our weekly videos. For the rest of our usual fans, thank you so much for supporting Mama and Papa Joe. Be on the lookout for our next video coming up shortly. I want to wish everybody well. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you when I see you.